For every officer in Laurel, Maryland's police department, the day starts and ends right here.
We each grab a camera, and as you can see here, it clips on to the side of my glasses or a headband, or there's different mounts that way.
It's commonly referred to as the lipstick camera, with its shape and size resembling that of the women's popular makeup. But the gadget is far from just an aesthetic pleasure. It's the latest technology being implemented into police departments across the country, allowing for officers to record interactions from a rare vantage point.
It just gives a completely unbiased view of the situation. It can't be slanted one way or the other.
Every started some more units. She just took off.
It records everything they see, every single police-to-citizen interaction, from traffic stops like this one to a simple bystander asking for directions. So the question is, where does all the recorded footage go? While at Laurel's Police Department, officers show me just how it's done. It all runs through a secure online server that officers can then access through an app on their smartphone. But the main server for the thousands of police interactions that happen daily is right here on a storage website called evidence.com. This is where officers can log in and view their captured footage. And even though they can see the video, the police department says officers cannot tamper with it.
They cannot alter, they cannot delete, they cannot change, they have no, it's a view only for them. At 181 days, TASER notifies us as administrators that they're getting ready to purge the system.
180 days, that's the policy for how long video can be stored on the server before it's automatically purged. But while police officers seem to be playing by the rules, privacy advocates at the ACLU say that the implementation of these cameras has presented conflicting viewpoints.
On the one hand, they are cameras. There are more cameras in our public spaces, which is a trend that we've been generally fighting, and they're cameras run by the police. On the other hand, we've seen a lot of situations in which these cameras on the bodies of police act as a very effective check and balance against police abuses.
Check and balance indeed. In Rialto, California, police conducted a randomized controlled study. After cameras were introduced in February of 2012, public complaints against officers plunged 88% compared with the previous 12 months. And as for the officers' use of force, that fell by 60%. But the ACLU and other privacy advocates are still concerned over the power police officers have to turn their camera on and off, perhaps then failing to capture behavior that they don't want taped.
The police are going to have an incentive to be dishonest about certain things, and the cameras help keep them honest, but they could be dishonest about whether the camera was working or not.
Privacy advocates are demanding that police departments implement airtight policies so that people don't have to depend on the honesty of police officers. It's only then, they say, that this could be a force for good, allowing citizens to make sure their law enforcement is following the law. In Washington, Amira David, RT.